Tatsuya was an ugly, poor, neglected child who was bullied by his mother at a young age for being a defective magician, and she tried countless times to eliminate him before he was born. His abuse continued getting deadlier every day, but on his 4th birthday, his mother forced him to undergo an illegal forbidden surgery and unleashed her broken mind-altering ability to fry his brain. However, the procedure failed, but she deleted all of his emotions and desires, and no matter how much he cried or screamed for help, they kept testing him like he was a worthless rat and used him as nothing but his sister's bodyguard. Since that day, however, Tatsuya secretly developed the greatest destructive magic known to mankind and gained the ability to revive others from the dead, but kept hiding it from his family. Even on planes, his mother and sister would ride in first class and eat the best food, while he had to sit alone among strangers and starve all day. When Miyuki saw him waiting with her bags, she was disgusted by the fact that he was blood-related to her, but her mother told her to not be bothered by him, because he's nothing more than their servant. Even looking in her direction would make her want to vomit, and she wished for him to die one day. When they got to their villa, their maid Hanami welcomed them inside, but after seeing the nice weather, Miyuki asked her mother to take a walk outside. However, her mother said to bring their servant along, but Miyuki was revolted by the idea of being close to him. As she enjoyed the sun, all she could think about was how worthless that person is, and couldn't even bring herself to call him her brother. After all, he has no magical powers, but as she kept walking, Tatsuya tried pulling her away before bumping into someone, but the big black man intentionally shoved her back anyway. The 3 oppressive soldiers threatened to harm her, but Tatsuya stepped in to protect his sister, and told them to get their ugly asses out of his face. However, after hearing his disrespect, the man launched a magical infused strike towards him, but Tatsuya blocks it with ease, shocking Miyuki. As the man got in a fighting stance, Tatsuya told him that he's risking his life, but after the soldier fainted his first shots, Tatsuya evaded the strike and punched him in the stomach, forcing him to his knees. Both of the soldiers' lackeys were shocked, but Tatsuya took his sister's hand and left. As they kept walking, she never imagined her brother would be this powerful, and for the first time, she felt a different kind of emotion towards him. Inside the mansion, Miyuki told Hanami that her brother protected her, but Tatsuya said he was only obeying his orders, shocking Hanami. However, his mother was glad that he knew his worthless place, and after he left, Miyuki began crying, wondering why he had to be her servant. When she was done showering, Hanami told her that her mother was feeling ill because of her deadly disease, so she would have to take her place at the royal party to represent their family. Along with her, she would be taking Tatsuya, and after leaving inside the limo, Hanami couldn't help but feel heartbroken, because while she was just an AI robot, Tatsuya was a real human, so she wished for those 2 siblings to be close one day. When they arrived at the party, her uncle greeted her and went on to introduce her to the rest of the family, while completely ignoring Tatsuya's existence. Her 2 cousins, Ayako and Fumi, were excited to see her, but wondered if Tatsuya had come with her. As soon as they saw him, they ran to talk with him, but as Miyuki watched them from afar, their father thought they were disrespectful for ignoring the actual heir to the Yotsuba family. However, she noticed her brother smiling for the first time in his life, and felt jealous that he never smiled at her like that. But the entire Yotsuba family, the strongest mage clan in Japan, viewed him as nothing more than an instrument, so she knew that she had to treat him the same way, as a worthless peasant, and to never harbor any love for him. But in that moment, she saw him smile once more, and she felt a pain in her